For our corrections today, starting with Bookman, you said on the Facebook, and actually it's not required to say the Facebook. There's a funny story about that though. Have you guys seen the social media movie? Social network movie?
Yeah.
You saw it? Originally they were going to call it the Facebook, but then they just called it Facebook. But anyways, you don't need to say the for that. Then you said fake newses. News is unquantifiable, so you can just have it as fake news. And then you said trying to detect some certain word and then broken them from the Facebook so that no more fake news will be filtered. They're trying to detect keywords and remove clickbait from Facebook. And then you said even though when you have a distance from them, you were talking about being far away from some people on Facebook, even though you are, I guess even though your relationship is long distance, or even though you are not near each other, or if you say have a distance, it's just kind of like saying too much. So even though you are distant, yeah. I think this job will be affected by a lot. I think this job will be affected heavily. They're provided by the research paper. They report exactly as the research paper says, with no explanation. Jihan, you said, I hope many times. I hope, we were talking about rest maybe? No, what were we talking about? Rest? Sleep? No. To not work overtime. You said, I hope many times that you'll have like more and more, I guess more of a work-life balance. I hope to have plenty more time off. I hope to have plenty more time off. And then you said, I showed my funny experience. I want to share a humorous anecdote. Do you know what's an anecdote? An anecdote is kind of like a short, relatable story, usually a little bit funny and has like some kind of moral or message to it. Anecdote. I want you to remember this word. Anecdotes are very, very useful for any kind of like a meeting or business setting, especially for schmoozing. Next, I don't know well. This actually happens quite often that people will say, I don't know well, when it's not that correct. You can say, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. And you said, at the first time, this happens quite a lot too, the overuse of the word the, and then time. You can just simplify it to say at first. Next, NG, I can improve the English here, also overuse of the. I can keep the ability of English. I want to maintain, or I want to brush up on English. Brush up sounds better, yeah. Or keep practicing. And then you said we hold the party on Facebook. We organized parties on Facebook. Yukyung, YouTube is just about the video clip posting. YouTube is only for posting videos or video clips. If you click the YouTube app, you need to select the video to watch it, which is correct. But the way you were saying it was kind of like a instructional, like I felt like you were teaching me how to use YouTube. I think what you're trying to say is that you have to go through this whole process to watch a video. So. And you can just say it like that. You have to go through this whole process to watch this video. Then you said it's very normal and very common, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I wanted to suggest it's rampant, R-A-M-P-A-N-T. That means it happens a lot. Rampant, yeah. Aylin, this was my second class because we was from a different class. This is my second class, unless you quit. This is my second class because we were in a different class. and just have a chat. I wanted to recommend have a deep discussion. Ooh, sounds intellectual. We sound smart. There's a big study going on by the Stanford University. There's a big study conducted by Stanford University, and I don't believe the newspaper is saying. I don't believe in what the newspaper has to say, or I don't believe in what the newspaper says. And Hungyeong, it's kind of a combination of hers and hers. It's a combination of both of them. Hers and hers is fine. He likes to open everything to everyone. Have you guys ever heard this expression? He's an open book. People who are very open about everything in their life, they're called an open book. And people will admit that too. Like they will say anything. They don't filter anything. They say, oh, me, I'm an open book. You don't have to worry about me. I say the truth about everything. I tell everybody my opinion right there. I'm an open book. He's an open book. She's an open book. Last, a person that's going to take care of some AIs. I would probably call this maybe like a technician who maintains the AI program. And that is all. Thank you.